Welcome, listeners, to the Lambert Post podcast. I am one of your hosts, Riley Finley, alongside the Lady of Lambert and my stupendous sister, Elizabeth Finley.
What up?
What up?
What up?
What up?
Professional.
If you didn't know, the Lambert Post podcast is a weekly news show in which three best friends sit down, sift through all the stories posted to the school's news website, thelambertpost.com, and talk it out for your pleasure. If you like this podcast, you can send an editorial piece to thelambertpost.com, follow us at the Lambert Post on Twitter, and if you'd like to be on the show and talk about the news that matters most to you, contact us and have your voice be heard. This week we have Nuseba Smith joining us.
Hi.
What's up, Nuseba?
Not much.
Not much?
You know, last week we talked about you. Or the last time we did a podcast, yeah.
Yeah, we've missed a week
negative,
since...
though.
Oh.
Was it?
Oh,
Yeah, we said, Nuseba, you're horrible. But then I said, just kidding, Nuseba. We like you.
We've missed... Are you okay?
I think so. I think I'll make it through.
We've missed a week since the last podcast, but we're only covering this past week. Mm-hmm. It's been January. We've come back from Christmas. Not a lot's been going on.
No, not much.
So, but we have 8 stories today.
Grand total.
All right. Can you pull them up story by story? This is the first one.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Just go to the preview.
Yep. Here we go.
All right. The first story is 20 students dead, terrorism in Pakistan. It's written by Sungmin Park. Quote, a poetry event was just starting when the gunmen burst through the doors. 4 Taliban members gunned down the students and teachers at Bachakhan University. The guns were pointed at the heads of men and women indiscriminately. Among those killed were 17 students, 2 gardeners, a caretaker, and a professor.
Wow.
End quote.
Thanks to Sarah.
I didn't even hear
Always
about
accurate.
that.
Yeah,
There's so
that's
many
crazy.
terrorist attacks nowadays that you don't hear about it.
Oh.
There was that one that happened like a year ago where they burst into the all-boys Pakistani school and killed like a lot of them.
Yeah.
That was everywhere, though.
I remember that one.
Mm-hmm.
Sungmin's always up to date. He always writes these world pieces.
Yeah, Sungmin's really in tune with the news.
He is. He does a good job of summarizing. Let's see our next piece.
Well,
Or not?
no, I mean, I want you to pull it up while we're talking, Nuseba.
I don't
These are
understand
some
these-
of the...
this-
These are some of the...
Oh, come on.
This is the kind of thing you should,
Nuseba,
like...
this is why you're horrible.
This is why we're
I don't
talking
know how
about it.
podcasts work. Okay.
Clearly.
Listen, this is
We
part of the movie magic
Are
we're
we going
talking
to
about.
that?
Yes, Adam's Family.
No.
Okay. I got you.
This hasn't even been posted yet. This is a sneak peek. It says, pending.
Do you know what this podcast is?
Huh.
Essentially a garbage can. We just kind of throw all of our words in there.
No, it's not.
Toss it into the garbage.
Oh, God.
Riley.
It's mixed out with everyone else, and then we set it on fire.
Dear listeners, that is not true.
Okay.
Okay, next story. Epic Success in DECA by Kelly Yoon, news editor. Quote, 2016 Region DECA competition was held on January 21st with a total of 23 students eligible to attend the contest. Basically, DECA is like an event here at Lambert, and they're trying to celebrate
club.
Lambert Pride. Yeah, is that not what I said?
You said an event. It's not Lambert. It's like marketing, isn't it? It's not like a Lambert Pride Club. I mean, I'm not in DECA. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure it stands for like...
Go back to the article, Nuseba.
Okay.
Go back to the article. All right. DECA, Distributive Education Clubs of America, is one of the biggest clubs found here at Lambert, which
Marketing.
is associated with the marketing
Yeah,
programs.
it's a marketing thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I have a question.
Riley's wrong.
Okay, yeah, no.
Don't listen to Riley.
Of course. Now, okay, so I have a question. They placed
What is
first
that?
some of the elected officers, Catherine Clark, Emma Noble, Madeline Lowry,
Lori.
placed first. How do you place first in a marketing competition?
You know, I don't know.
Oh, well, I mean, there are categories, as you see here on the website.
Check it out, lambertpost.com.
No, because Catherine Clark won first in automotive services marketing. So and then
Yeah, I
And
don't
somebody-
know
Finances.
exactly.
Yeah.
Emma Noble won a business finance.
and then there was business finance series, and then principles of marketing.
Okay, now here's
It's part of the project that
Here's-
they put together.
the thing.
Yeah, that's be my guess.
Here's the thing.
We can ask someone from, I mean, the DECA teacher is right outside.
You know what? Maybe a guest for next week, possibly. If I'm feeling up to it.
Late news.
If I'm feeling up to it,
Okay.
Elizabeth.
Okay.
Well, good job, DECA. 13 students successfully placed at Region DECA competition.
Wow, 13.
That is very impressive. Hook 'em horns.
Well, How many students are at the regional DECA competition?
Probably a lot.
Really?
I would assume. Yeah, DECA is a really big program here.
All right. Okay, well, the next story is more so basically a plug. There was a Humans of Lambert program started by my sister.
This. One of my best friends and I, Kayla, we took on the mission of Humans of Lambert, which is a take on the Humans of New York blog, Instagram, whatever, that you might be familiar with. It's where a photographer goes around, finds random people off the street, and asks them questions to develop some interesting story about them. And Kayla and I started that here, and we started interviewing the school nurse, and we found this very, amazing story about her and her son that unfortunately passed away. And it's just it's one of those things that you would never know would happen to someone unless you, get to know someone. And I think that's really great.
So, now here's the thing. Hasn't this story been one of our most popular stories
Yes.
published?
Yeah. On our Facebook page, it's the most liked post we've made. It's been viewed, a couple thousands of times,
Yeah.
I think that was said.
It had 70 likes, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just about.
So I feel
It was a good, successful first thing.
It was our first try, and I am really, feeling that this is gonna take off.
Yeah.
All right. Well, next story. More so another kind of plug.
Mm-hmm.
Creative writing prompt, sell your passion. Logan White here is starting
The literary section.
Yeah, it's
literary and arts section.
is for submitting art,
Yeah, student
comics,
submissions.
writings,
photography.
photographs, poetry.
Yeah.
I actually already have a story up there.
Do you?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it was one of the science fiction pieces that I posted on the WordPress
Okay.
thing.
See, I uploaded poetry, but no response yet.
My story is about a person who finds a book that has the entirety of the history of the universe in it, and he finds a boy reading the book.
I thought it was an old man.
It's a very old boy.
What?
Okay, so
Is there a
10, 11?
it's a boy who has a beard and looks very old.
This reminds me of a nightmare I had when I was 10 once.
And
It was
so
pretty
he
traumatizing.
realizes this boy is reading the history of the universe and wonders
Mm-hmm.
what would happen if he stopped reading the book.
Yeah. You told me about that.
Mm-hmm.
Seems very interesting. Check it out.
It's very
It's called The Master of Time.
Wow.
Oh.
So yeah, basically what the prompt was just some writing prompt, and it's encouraging people to, answer the prompt and submit it into the newspaper so we can publish it up. So if you are interested, publish it up. If you're interested in creative writing, you should definitely go check that out.
All right. Fifth piece of news. Bright Future for the Science Bill by Kelly Yoon, news editor.
Go Kelly. Second article.
All right. Janet Standevin, I had her for freshman bio, of the Lambert High School was named Biotech Teacher of the Year.
Good for her.
Wow, good job, Sam Devin. I like her IF.
She has an IF?
Yeah,
What is it?
it's just fun.
Oh, is this about iGEM?
Yeah, this is iGEM. I wrote an article about iGEM a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
First successful transformations for the 2016 teams. When I talked to them a couple months ago, they were talking about how they wanted to transform, I think it was chitosan, into some sort of other compound to break down meat or something.
Oh, wow.
I don't really know what it meant.
And they placed against loads of college students.
Yeah, no, it's really interesting. iGEM is one of the only 4 high school teams in the country, and they compete against college institutes and
wow.
stuff.
Yep.
That's so impressive.
So yeah, they do all of that.
Good job, iGEM. That's very impressive.
But I wish I knew
Yeah.
what it was. It was
Yeah.
chitosan. What?
Yeah, I wish I knew more about it.
Yeah.
I should go read that article.
You
Look at-
should.
What,
So
what
should
am I,
you guys.
What am I doing? Yeah, lambertpost.com.
there.
Check it out.
We don't need to even pull up the next article because I know what it is, but it's the Lambert Swim and Dive competition. I wrote it.
Oh, aren't you cool?
Good job.
I'm just
There's
kidding.
actually a mistake in here that I need to go edit.
What?
Wow.
It said
Golly gee.
the Lambert Swim team won the
Issue an
regional
apology right now.
the regional county championships this year. And I said that they had won it for the 4th year in a row. Because on their website it said they've won it for the past 3 years. I was like, oh, they won this year's 4th year in a row. That website update was 4 years old, and this was their 7th win in a row.
Wow.
Good job. But Riley, really?
I got...
I don't know if my wow was in congratulations to the swim team or wow at how horrible you are.
Yeah, I need to go change it. So, anyway.
Wow,
next...
that's so impressive. I was hearing about that because there was a few people in one of my classes that weren't at school because of the swim meet.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for
All
them.
right, next story. I think this is the last story. Snow and ice.
No, it's not.
Is it not?
I posted a great, fantastic article about books, but we can get to that later.
Well, why don't you just tell us about it?
Basically, it was talking about some great books that you can read during the winter because, don't laugh, because, when it's cold outside, like, the best feeling in the whole world is just, like, getting a blanket, maybe getting a light snack, and just getting an awesome book and just, like, living,
Knowing
Living
that everything outside is dying.
Exactly.
And that you have time to
And
get
and that the pages that you're reading is like a whole story coming to life.
Even though it's basically a dead tree.
No.
Here's the thing. When
Let
you're
me just
inside...
say, books are the greatest thing. They're amazing, and there's
Nerd.
so many you can
Nerd.
read, and they
Nerd.
can teach you so many things.
Nerd.
Okay.
Nerd. Here's the thing. During the winter, when you're at home reading, doing your deep thinking of the year, it's the best time to do it because everything outside is dead, right?
Okay.
Yep.
Ideally, we have about 4 hours of sunlight a day. Enough.
No, that's a lie.
Enough for the crops to grow
What are you saying?
and allow everything else to just kind of die off. We want life,
This isn't dystopia, right?
but not too much life.
Okay.
Just enough just to inspire.
Yeah, like just enough life to sustain the crops. Continue.
The crops of the mind. Okay.
Some books I recommended. Madame Bovary, The Talented Mr. Ripley.
Nerd.
Let me think.
Nerd.
Graceling is a great YA fantasy novel. I
Nerd.
love it. Also, just reread Harry Potter and Narnia. That's the best thing you could do with
Nerd.
your time. Okay.
Now last story. Last story. Snow and Ice kicks off 2016 in Georgia by Jessica Borla, advertising lead. Quote, December in Georgia was more like early fall than it was winter.
True.
Temperatures hit 70 degrees Fahrenheit, and rain and humidity took over, with the warmest December day on record of being 79 degrees on January.
Wow.
That's December.
No, that's December 1st.
End quote.
You know what? I'm getting real sick of it. This is why we were saying
You're the
in
worst.
the last podcast with Quinn.
Ooh.
I wish she was here instead of you.
I feel
It's okay,
affronted.
Newsaber.
I mean, I
Quinn,
can't
if
invite
Quinn
myself
was here,
Affronted.
Quinn would just talk about Canada, so I'm glad you're here.
Canada's not real.
Okay, we don't need to get into this again.
Hey, man.
Okay. So basically,
My mom's kidding.
finally, it's winter feeling,
Yeah.
Finally now in January.
I don't like the snow.
Here's the thing. I don't like it.
I do.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
like
like
the cold.
snow. I mean, I
like it. Like I like the aesthetic.
Okay.
But
I enjoy missing school. However,
I don't.
snow in itself is not something
Yeah, snow's
I
weird.
enjoy.
Snow is
It's cold and wet, and it's
snow
not
is
fun.
dumb.
Yep, like 4.
We should ban snow. Just ban it.
It offends
Yeah.
me.
A lot of things offend you, Riley.
That's not true at all, actually.
Okay, we don't need to get into this now.
You know,
I would just like to say
is
snow should
that
go
you
somewhere
think
else.
that offends
You
me. All right.
Oh my goodness.
Well, that was all the stories for today.
Thanks for listening.
Pretty quick.
Short
We
podcast.
went through that fairly
Yeah.
rapid fire.
Well, I mean, we really don't have a lot of time left in the day. We have 9 minutes till class
That
ends.
is true.
Alright.
I have stuff to do.
So we really got through this.
Yeah,
All right.
Thanks,
through.
New Saba, for hanging out with
Listen,
us.
You're welcome. You are very welcome.
The Lambert Post Podcast is a podcast that updates weekly. We record on Friday, upload on Monday, and you can come back every single week, unless we don't post it, in which case you shouldn't come back.
And then you can come
But
back
you-
the other week.
You
every
should
other
always
week.
check, just
Always
in
check.
case. Because
Oh.
we're cool.
Just in case.
I'm the coolest person I know.
Do you guys remember that insurance commercial with the insurance agent, just in case, and his name is Just in Case, like
Oh my
insurance?
goodness!
That's
I never
funny.
got that until like the 10th time I saw the commercial.
I don't watch TV that much.
It was on back when we were like
Oh, really?
9 or 10.
Then I don't remember. Awkward. Okay.
Okay.